What if the doctors did not intend to cause your baby's traumatic brain injury at birth? And by traumatic brain injury, I'm talking about an HIE injury, hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. The reason why I want to talk with you about this today is because when we are doing birth injury investigations for families, trying to help them understand what caused their baby to suffer this injury, a lot of times what we will find is that parents initially are hesitant to reach out to get help from a birth injury attorney because their thought process is this: well, I don't think that the doctors intended to harm my baby. I don't think that the doctors woke up this morning and said that they wanted to hurt my child. And because that's their thought process, a lot of times they can be hesitant in moving forward or asking questions or trying to even get help. And what I want to help you understand today is that when we are looking at these cases, we're doing birth injury investigations for families, trying to help them figure out how did this happen. The idea of whether this was an intentional act or not is generally irrelevant. And that is because these cases boil down to what we call negligence. And when you're doing a negligence analysis, whether the actions of the doctors, the nurses, or the hospital, in general, that's going to be irrelevant when we're talking about negligence. Because to prove these cases, what we have to show is that the doctors, the nurses, the medical professionals, the hospitals, whether they deviated from the standard of care causing your baby's harm. That's what we're looking at. And whether or not the doctors were intentional or not, that does not go into this analysis in general. So I just want to make sure that you understand, or if you're going through this right now and your thought process is, well, the nurses, the doctors, I don't think they intended to harm my baby. Get that out of your mind, because in general, that's not going to be the standard. That's not going to be what we're looking at when we are trying to figure out whether medical negligence was the cause of this baby's injury or harm. If you have more questions, maybe you're watching this video today because your baby has suffered an HIE injury and you have questions as to the cause of it, you want us to do a birth injury investigation, what I invite you to do is go to get your cell. There's a telephone number down below. Contact my office and make sure you get on our calendar so we can talk about what happened to your baby, so we can listen to your baby story. Remember, initially it cost you absolutely nothing to speak with us about this. Be sure, though, when you also talk with my office, that you give them a good email, an email address that you check frequently, because from time to time we have to contact you through email, and we want to make sure that it's an email that you check frequently. Before I get out of here, also, I want to also let you know that from time to time, we will have individuals who will contact us. They are in the United States, but they're not in Maryland. If that is you, just understand that we have to use what we call co-counsel or local counsel. In other words, an attorney in your state. And that's something that we can look to help you with, but I just want to make sure that you understand that co-counsel or local counsel aspect of things if you are not here in the state of Maryland. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. Talk with you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.